I gotta admit, is kind of frustrating me, and this whole shock and awe and surprise that Clinton lost is a bit frustrating because I think it's time now where we stop and actually do some thinking and really start to consider, well, why did she lose? And I really think the question should be asked, why did Trump win? That's a better question.
Tonight, there is one question above all inside a decimated Democratic Party. Who's to blame?
Well, what a surprise. CNN, of course. They're not even going to consider the possibility that Hillary Clinton simply lost. She was defeated by a better candidate. I know that it's kind of laughable to say, and it's sad to say, that Donald Trump was the better candidate, but apparently he was.
There may be more than enough to go around for one of the biggest defeats in political memory.
I mean, you see this kind of cowardice in sports all the time, where if one team beats another team, it's not because the other team played better, and it's not because the other team just did a better job. It's because the other team, the losing team, they beat themselves, and they just can't figure out how did they lose. How did they lose to such a weaker team? No, you got beat. You were defeated. You were defeated soundly.
In calls with donors and supporters, CNN has learned Clinton campaign chair John Podesta says FBI Director James Comey's reviving the email controversy cost Hillary Clinton the election.
It wasn't Comey who set up a private server and stored official government emails on it at her home. It wasn't Comey who also deleted 30,000 emails after being subpoenaed. It's not Comey who has a historical track record of being a compulsive liar. It's not Comey who committed perjury and lied under oath.
By turning away some of her wavering supporters. Some allies agree.
I was in Clinton headquarters just a few days before the election, and we were looking at data that was very favorable. The Comey announcement had kind of turned that data in a different direction.
It wasn't Comey who helped cover up the violent sexual escapades of Mr. Bill Clinton. And it wasn't Comey who defended a child pedophile after knowing that he was guilty. It wasn't Comey who went to Russia to convince them to buy jets from Boeing and then 2 months later receive a $900,000 donation to the Clinton Foundation from Boeing. It wasn't Comey who was a failed Secretary of State that contributed absolutely nothing to our nation. It also wasn't Comey who claims to care so much about women while at the same time making this claim, accepting millions of dollars and gifts, expensive gifts, from Saudi Arabia, who we know hold women in the highest esteem.
Others believe the blame begins with Clinton and her campaign. Jane Sanders at her husband's side during the long Democratic primary fight with Clinton, not mincing words today with Wolf.
People are hungry for a new direction. I think that's why Trump has won this election. They want change.
I mean, you can watch the rest of this video, but I'm going to tell you why Hillary Clinton lost, and I'm also going to tell you why the American population seems to be so surprised by this loss. I mean, that's, to me, I mean, it even got me. I'll admit, I was surprised. I did not think Donald Trump was going to win. The media got me, and the media got a lot of you, I think. And if they didn't get you, congratulations, you are smarter than me. But they got me, and it's really not a surprise as to why they got me. I mean, you turn on any cable news station, any news network, with the exception of Fox, obviously, and all you're going to hear is propaganda against Trump. Donald Trump's this, Donald Trump's that. I mean, in the same, it trickles down to anyone who dares, support him. And I think that has a lot to do with why he won, actually. I think people are tired of being called racist. I think people are tired of being called homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic. I think people are tired of being mischaracterized and persecuted, and not having their arguments actually or rationally taken. I mean, you try to have a political discussion with some of these radicals on the left, and they have one ace to play. It's not even an ace anymore, thank God. You're racist. Or you're just saying it because Trump's a racist and you're part of the KKK, aren't you? I'm not going to listen to you. It's just a way to. It's the oldest propaganda trick. It's a way to silence you. And I think people, instead of just continuing this insane diatribe, they just said, "Hey, all right, whatever. I don't care. I'll see you on the polls. I'll see you then." And you know what? The media fell for it. This is why all these early election polls, these preliminary polls, showed that Hillary Clinton was going to win. And this is why the elitists, these arrogant bobbleheads on TV, were so convinced that Clinton was going to win, because they didn't really stop to think if the polls were accurate. And if they thought they were accurate, then they forgot one crucial detail, and that is that many of Trump's supporters were not allowed to profess that they were Trump supporters. Because if they did, they'd lose a job, or they'd get banned from some form of social media. So they just kept it to themselves. And you know what? The left really thought they had it in the bag. There was really no way for them to kind of counterattack or even prepare, I should say, for that strategy. Even though I don't even know if it was a conscious strategy made, but they were completely caught off guard. And as long as they continue this to not address the arguments, to not address in a real political discourse, and just spew this, you're a racist, you hate Mexicans, you're anti-immigration. As long as they keep doing this, I mean, they're gonna lose. It doesn't work. People are seeing through it.